740 at KPEL, and, you know, we interview a lot of Joes. We even had a Stephanie earlier today. We have a lot of Ashleys.
Yeah.
You know, First, this is the first. We have Country and G-Joe here.
I know. Now, that's kind of...
Bikers against child abuse in Acadiana.
And these are like bikers.
Yeah, they're real. Oh, yeah. It's no act for this.
This is like... We're like, hey, who are those dudes? And we were like, okay, wait. We forgot we had this interview this morning. So, we want to know all about this organization. Bikers Against Child Abuse. So, now I had heard about this across the country, but how did y'all get started locally? Who wants to go first?
Okay. You're gonna have to. I'm throwing you under the bus right off the bat.
No, not under the bus. Under the bike.
He's been at this a lot longer than I've been at this. So
we started locally back in around 2008, trying to work it up. The first chapter in Louisiana was come out in 2005 down in Houma. Mm-hmm. The BACA itself started in 1995 out of Utah. So that's how we.
So BACA started really in Utah.
In Utah by a child therapist who had issues, and he found a way to solve them using bikers.
Okay. I guess that's all we can say about that.
Well, no, I can expound on it.
I was afraid for a second.
Yeah, okay. Well, you got to walk me into it, okay? I'm scared of mics. It's a deep fear.
Me too. No, I'm just kidding.
We only have one mic in the building we don't like, so, you know.
He's of course making a joke about our boss because we're now going to get fired today.
You guys have witnessed it here. Well, basically, a man called John Paul Lilly. We call him Chief. He was child play therapist in Utah. He had a child that was physically or whichever abused, and working with him, trying to get him to go to court, get him outside to play. Every time they would make progress, the perpetrator would show up or scare the child, and he would regress back, and he couldn't get it. So to help the child with his fear, he got a bunch of his biker buddies, and there's somewhere around 20 or 40 bikes. I forget the exact number. They went to visit him one day.
Yeah.
And he had success with this child, brainstorm, and that's how BACA was formed.
I love it.
Really cool.
I absolutely love it.
And I mean, I think that a lot of people know that the problem exists. They wouldn't expect bikers to be there to help them. And I know only because I'm kind of from a biker family. I know the good work that's done through different areas. What's done here? Any specific way? Is it fundraising? Is it just bringing awareness here in our area?
Well, with BACA themselves, what helps a lot of our children are just our presence there.
Really?
So that's we are a nonprofit 501c3, but that's not what we're really here for.
Yeah.
So you really will go there just to help a kid feel like, hey, somebody's on my side.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week if need be.
So
just to if they're scared, we'll go to their house and we'll just stay there.
Wow.
That way, and we are that child's obstacle. Nobody's going to get through us to abuse that child any further if we have anything to say about it.
Gosh, it really gives me chills. I'm going
to tell you right here and now.
Yep.
Yeah, I bet it does give you chills. I've had dreams about things like this for years because I said to myself, I'll bet you. And now you guys are very public about it now. But I said to myself, after reading a book, a guy from New York wrote a book about a guy who basically went around and did stuff like that. And, you know, I dreamt of that because I thought there are an awful lot of people out there who know how disgusting and evil people are that hurt kids. And they don't know how to stop, or they choose not to stop. And there are a lot of women and children who are scared to death that they're going to get killed or sexually assaulted or beat up or verbally abused. And it's amazing that there are people who will stand for these defenseless kids.
Well, what we do, if we can empower this child to the point we can get them to testify.
Yeah.
For an adult, it's scary to get up on the stand and testify.
It is.
For a child, it's almost unbearable.
Mm-hmm.
But our payday is if we can get our child to testify against the person that did something to them.
Mm-hmm.
Our ultimate payday would be if they got
that person
convicted. If they got convicted. But really, our payday, our main one, is just having that child have the courage to get up on the stand and testify against whoever did something to them.
So tell me, in the sense that, I mean, do you just have anybody join this group, or how does does somebody get into Baca?
Well, first of all, we would ask you to come to one of our meetings. We have a meeting. We have a small clubhouse. I don't even know the name of it. It's right on the corner of Lee Street and Vermilion right now.
Okay.
Behind the Mouton building. You would need to come to one of our meetings and fill out an application, meet everybody. You might not like us. You might think we're not a nice bunch of people and not care to be around us, and we might think the same thing. So you'll come to a meeting, you fill out an application. If you want to join after you listen to us for an hour or so and we talk to you, we move forward. But just to be a member, you have to do a national agency check, and you have nothing on your record that's spousal abuse ongoing, and nothing that deals with children, child abuse. And you will not be a member.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. So if you're hearing this, but you have a past, a history, don't bother going over there.
Don't waste our time.
No, don't. And honestly, if you could see these men right now, you don't want to waste their time.
Well, and part of my thing is just if you are the perpetrator, okay, and all of a sudden, this poor kid has these guys here, as that barrier in between, like you said, it would make me turn around and walk the other way. I mean, unfortunately, these kids, why they are so often victim is because physically they're smaller, and then weaker. If it's a parent or a loved one, then they, make excuses. Kids do this all the time. We see it, but I think this is great work that you're doing, and I think a lot of people don't realize that it's happening, but what a great advocate for kids.
So we asked about how people find you guys and get associated with you if they want to be able to help you. How is it that families are able to get your assistance? Oh, I see. Okay.
Well, yeah, and we have a pamphlet I just handed you. It's got a helpline number.
Okay.
That's locally. We also you can go to bacaworld.org. on the internet, and you can read all about us, all about the international organization, not just national.
Okay.
We're in 14 countries now and growing. Probably all, I think, somewhere around 42 states now. Mm-hmm. Canada, we're working on South America, even some Arabic countries, believe it or not. So there's 1-800 national hotline that will filter down. So there's multiple ways. We have 6 chapters in the state of Louisiana.
Wow, okay, 6 in the state of Louisiana.
We have Shreveport, Alexandria, Baton Rouge, Lake Charles, Houma.
And now Lafayette. All right.
Really cool program.
Guys, this is amazing. So you guys are going to have to keep in touch with us, and we have this, and of course I have your other contact info. Any final thoughts you want to share with us this morning? I'm so proud of y'all. Y'all did very well.
Well, if my final thoughts on child abuse, you would have to hold it.
Right. I think we share similar views, and since I don't want to be fired today, I'll hold off on that part, huh?
We appreciate you coming in. Country, Gijo, did I get them right?
Yes, sir.
Can I get a vest?
No, we give you.
Have a koozie. You know what? I'm happy with a koozie.
He's happy with a koozie.
I'm happy with a koozie.
If you have a bike and you want to join, you can get a vest.
Hey, well, if you need a reason to go over to Cajun Harley Davidson today, just to become part of this great organization. Thanks, guys, for coming in. You did a great job.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
For having us.
7:47 now at News Talk 96.5 KPEL.